Today, we have the pleasure of being with Mohamed Fairooz, SC Ventures lead for Middle East. How are you doing, Mohamed?
Very well. Thank you very much, and pleasure to be part of this interview. Thank you.
Amazing. So, Mohamed, can you elaborate more on SC Ventures?
Sure. So SC Venture is the innovative and venture arm of Standard Chartered Bank. We've started our operation in 2018, where the idea was to create innovative solution outside of the bank. SC Venture, backed by Standard Chartered Bank, is a very independent unit. We have our independent team, and since 2018, we've been creating new innovative solutions by creating ventures. And in addition to that, what makes us even more unique is that we've also been investing.
All right. So, Mohamed, SC Ventures uniquely balances venture building with strategic investments, like you mentioned. How do you determine when to incubate a new idea internally versus backing an external fintech?
Very good question. And let me share with you the different sources of originations, as we call them internally. So um, we don't have a specific channel to originate idea. We are very open to kind of assess, analyze idea and incubate. However, a couple of points which I wanted to bring out here. First of all, our focus is purely on fintech. So whatever we do is focused on financial technology or fintech. And in terms of themes, we have four specific themes. And anything outside of these four themes would be out of our scope. And this is something which we don't see ourselves as an experts and we don't really cover. Very briefly to share with you these four themes. These are what we call internally online economies and lifestyle. That's the first one. Then we have SME and trade. The third one is digital assets. And then we have one more which refers to financial inclusion and sustainability. Anything, any origination, any kind of idea which would fall under one of these four themes would be welcomed, would be analyzed and assessed. Now, in terms of the sources of an origination, the first and major source of origination is from the bank. Standard Chartered is a global bank, and globally we have more than 70,000 colleagues across the globe. We've had many ideas, including ideas from this part of the world, which came as a problem statement. It got originated from colleagues who used to work with Standard Chartered Bank. They got the full support from SC Venture, and today they have their independent ventures. Externally, we work with partners, we work with clients, and one of the channels or one of the other channels we have is what we call co-creation, where the client either comes directly to the bank or comes to Standard Charter and highlights a problem statement. We go through a systematic process of identifying the problem and coming up with a solution, and we co-create, we co-build something from scratch. Similarly, we have many other options of working with partners, working with the ecosystem, and this is how we usually originate our ventures within Standard Chartered Ventures or SC Ventures.
Amazing. So, how do you assess the maturity of the fintech landscape in the MEASA region? And where do you see like the biggest opportunities or the biggest chances for in that white space, you know?
So let me tell you first of all that since we've started 2018, we've been focusing on other regions. However, in the past 1.5, 2 years, we've seen a huge opportunity here in this part of the world. We've seen a shift in terms of investments, in terms of talent, in terms of the entire ecosystem. And honestly speaking, this resulted in us announcing the launch of our presence and our office in the UAE, followed by some of the neighbor countries as well as we are speaking now. Now, that shift wouldn't come without having the adequate and the proper support we see from the regulatory regime in terms of the talent provided in the market, in terms of the potential investors, potential market maturity. So we've seen this market as there is a huge opportunity for us to grow here. It's definitely evolving, and it's definitely resulting in a huge opportunity for everyone, including for SC Ventures. And maybe to share with you some more facts and examples, we've only established our presence in Q1 last year. Today, in just less than 1.5 years, we've been able to accelerate and increase our presence from 2 ventures to 7 ventures. We've been able to create more than 150 jobs in this part of the world. We've established our digital asset fund, and it's a global fund based here in this region. And more examples I can share with you, but you know, this really demonstrates that as SC Ventures, we are focusing on this part of the world, and we see it as a great opportunity.
MashaAllah. Now, Mohammed, what does future proofing really mean to SC Ventures? And is it about rethinking business models, anticipating regulations, or shaping entirely new financial categories?
So maybe I would answer your question slightly differently, and you know, something to share with you as we speak, using, you know, during the Dubai FinTech Summit. So very proudly, during the summit, we've signed a partnership with DIFC to become their venture building partner, right? And for us, this really gives us the confidence that we are having great partnership in this ecosystem. We do have a great reputation, a great brand, which we carry, including the brand of the bank, as we are supported by Standard Charter. And you know, similar partnerships like the partnership with the IFC is a proof for us that we are here, we are part of the ecosystem, and we are contributing, and we are providing a venture building as a service support to the IFC. Similarly, I can tell you we've signed more than 8 strategic partnerships, and these are with some of the larger or largest local banks in the country here. We've signed strategic partnerships with family businesses and you know, with family offices and many other strategic partnerships just in a very short period of time. For us, these KPIs, these facts really prove the confidence in the market, and not just from one segment, but from public, from private, and from the entire market within the country.
Amazing, mashallah. Thank you so much, Mohammed. It was nice meeting you.
Thank you.